In the Day 5 notes, we are going to start dealing with word problems. There are 4 things that you need to do for your word problems. Label your variables, set up your 2 equations, solve the system, and then write a complete sentence to answer the question. Example 1 says, a store sold 28 pairs of cross-trainer shoes for a total of $2,220. Style A sold for $70 per pair, and style B sold for $90 per pair. How many of each style were sold? The very first thing we need to do is label our variables. So what are we looking for? We are looking for how many of each style were sold. So for part A here, we can say our variables. We can use A to represent the number of style A, and we can let B equal the number of style B. The next thing we need to do is we need to set up 2 equations. To do that, we need to think about what we're doing. The store wants to sell a total of 28 pairs of shoes. Well, if A is the number of style A and B is the number of style B, we can say that together A plus B has to equal a total of 28 pairs. Then if we take a look, if style A sold for $70 and B for $90, and the total price was $2,220, we can set up the equation that we take $70 for every pair of A, plus it costs $90 for every pair of B, and that has to total $2,220. The next part is to solve the system. When you solve the system, don't touch part B, because you will be graded on part B separately. For part C, go ahead and rewrite the equation. So we have A plus B equal to 28, and 70A plus 90B equal to 2,220. Then what we want to do is we want to solve the system. To do that, we need to figure out which method we want to use to solve. We can use the elimination method, or we can use the substitution method. This one's set up pretty nicely for either one, but I think the elimination method works a little bit better. We need to get coefficients that are the same but opposite, so to do that, we can multiply the top equation by negative 70. Multiplying by negative 70, we hit negative 70A minus 70B equal to negative 1,960. The bottom equation would say as it is, 70A plus 90B equal to 2,220. Then we can go ahead and add these 2 equations together. These 2 canceling out. Negative 70B plus 90B would give me 20B equal to 260. Then I can divide both sides by 20, and that leaves me with B equal to 13. Well, if B is equal to 13, and I know A plus B is 28, I can substitute the 13 back in here and solve for A. So I'm looking at A plus 13 equal to 28. Subtracting 13 from both sides, I know that A has to be 15. Then my last part is that I need to go ahead and write a complete sentence for my answer. So part D, I can say the store sold 15 pairs of style A and 13 pairs of style B. Now what I would like you to do is take a look at the try this. Go ahead and hit the pause button and see if you can do this one on your own. If you did this one right, you should get an answer that they should include 10 pounds of raisins. If you are unsure about how I got that answer, or you would like to see the work done, please go back to your document and click the example on the try this, where the work then is shown step by step.